Hello and welcome to Bear Beer Reviews. We are at the Apollo Oaks, something in Danish, but it's a brewery next door to the Tivoli little play park, and this is the Lotterton, and you can also might just be able to see some of the equipment down below as well. I just had a little tour around with one of the brewers. It was absolutely lovely. This is back to Mum. And he showed me all the kit they've got. They've got open fermentation tanks for lagering, so the old style ones, big open kits. They look really cool, and these sold kits actually from East Germany, so it's very old in itself as well. So it's really interesting. They do a nice selection and range of beers. Mainly the big one that they do is a lager and also wheat beer as well. They do a couple of monthly seasonals and specials, and this is we believe it's a chain pub because you can see on the side of here they've got Copenhagen, Bryghus, and a few other places as well. So I'm sure there's a few around Denmark. Speaking of which, Mum's enjoyed her beer, and these are the two that we've gone for. Mum's gone for the Golden Strong Ale, so it's a Belgian style Golden Strong. Think something like Duvel or Quack or something like that. It's in the style of, and I've got a massive glass. I don't know what the sizing is on this. Black Forest, which is their porter. Start with Mum, so she can have it back. It is indeed a wonderful golden colour. It's pretty clear. There's a little bit of haze to it, but not sure why. Nice little bit of head on it as well. Looks pretty good. Good carbonation to it. Let's get a nose. It's 8.1%, so it does have a little bit of alcohol on the nose, just a little bit warming. But you smell the sweet, malty smells you usually get from a Belgian strong ale. It's almost like caramelised sweetness, I find, and then you get the Belgian esters, the fruity, spicy sort of notes that you get over the top of it. It definitely smells like what it says it is, and it's pretty pungent as well. So we'll give it a try. Cheers. It's rich and full of flavour. It's got a lovely, good medium-bodied mouthfeel. It's not at all watery actually, and I'm getting a bit of Mum's getting a bit of chocolate on the back of the palate actually, but mainly I'm getting nice sweet caramels, a bit of toffee, and Belgian phenols all over the top, a bit of banana and cloves and everything nice and spicy on the top. That's actually really nice. It's a really good one. It probably doesn't have as much punch or as kick as some of the maybe stuff like Duvel or Quack or Golden Draak or how you pronounce it, that particular. So this one's got a bit more punch and more power to them, but it's certainly in the right direction. Gonna give that a good 8 out of 10. That is very nice and that's enjoyable. I'll definitely have another one of those if I ever come back here again. So I'll give it a try to the porter. It is a wonderful black colour, definitely dark, nice off-white tan head as well. Go for a nose. Ooh, me and Mum both smell this. It really smells nice. I don't think you get any closer to roasty. It's almost this barbecue roast smell to it. I want to say kind of roasted meat, although vegetarian doesn't really work, but almost that sort of smell. Coffee as well, a little bit of sweetness. You could attribute to chocolates in it, but it really does smell roasty. It does smell really good. So cheers everyone, let's give this a try. Oh, wow, yeah, it's really good actually. It's really nice. I'd say it's an Irish dry stout, so it's roasty and particularly dry because it's not too sweet on the back of the palate. It goes away into sort of dark fruit flavours and dryness and bitterness at the back of the palate, but nothing ever too overpowering. And what you get from the first mouthful is you get an intense, really intense roast toast. I've seen downstairs they've been using Munich and Vienna malts, which are known for that kind of toasted light notes to them, and it's lovely. It definitely comes across in the beer if that's what they're using in this, and I'm assuming they've used Belgian malt, but since they only use Weimann, so maybe they're using Belgian aromatic or special B to give the dark colour to it. But I like it. It's super roast forward. It's definitely a dry stout. That's the stout it's going for, and it's very nice. It's very nice. That's a good 9 out of 10. I could easily drink a lot of this. I don't know what percentage it is. It doesn't say. Oh, it does. It's 6.4%, so it's actually quite a strong beer as well. And they probably couldn't tell that because it's pretty drinkable. It's pretty drinkable. I like it. So there you go. This is from the Apollo Elderen. Or brewery, the Apollo Brewery at Tivoli Park, and until the next Bear Brew review, cheers! Hello and welcome to Bear Brew Reviews. We are in Copenhagen today. We've come to the Nørrebro Bryghus, to come and try their beers. It's a really cool place. You might just be able to see in the background. They've got the tanks and stuff all out the back. So it literally is brewed just exactly pretty much where we're sitting, to be honest. I'm going to read you what I've got because I can't remember them totally off the top of my head. I've got the Ravensburg Red, which is a British amber. We've also got the Bombay Pale Ale, which is a classic interpretation of an IPA with English Marisosa in it, 6.5% alcohol. Raven Blaze 5.5%. One's got the Lemon Ale, which we might give a shot here, which is 3.5% ale with lemongrass, cafe, lime leaves, and ginger. So it's an interesting one. Then I've got a double bock, 7%, and we've got the Scumbrings Porter, which is 8.2%, brewed from an old English Imperial Porter recipe, apparently. So we should go first with the Ravensburg Red beer. I actually haven't mentioned colour, have I? It is, yes, it's an amber colour. It's pretty clear. It's a bit dark in here, so you might not be seeing the camera. It's got a nice little bit of head as well. Lovely clear, nice red colour. In terms of aroma, it does have the typical crystal malt smell. It's caramel. It smells very caramelly. It's not a style that I particularly enjoy. I don't hugely enjoy red ales, but I always like to try them because there are differences in them. But it smells pretty caramelly. And that's it, to be honest. So let's give it a try. Actually, this one's a little bit different from the ones I've had. Most red ales I've had have been quite forward as well. This one's definitely more about the malt, but it's quite a balanced malt flavour. So there is caramel in it, but there's also quite a lot of, I'd say, biscuity malt. It's got a little bit of nuttiness to it as well, actually. So it balances quite well as almost a light porter, if you terminology at least. It's a nice malt forward beer. It's pretty good, but again, it's another red beer that I don't particularly get. The red style ales don't particularly agree with me. I don't see them. They seem to bridge a gap with them bridged, really. Oh, having said that, I might have it again, to be honest. So I'll probably give that a 7 out of 10, I think. Next up, the Bombay Pale Ale. I'm just seeing if it's got any, says what hops they are. English aroma hops, so it's an English style IPA. So it's got a big body, high bitterness, and some sweet characters too as well, 6.5%. Go for a note. Sorry, colour again. This one is a nice amber colour. It's completely crystal clear, actually. You couldn't really see with the amber ale. This one's completely crystal clear. You can see all the way through it. Again, lovely single look out there. So go for a nose. Yeah, it's definitely got the earthy smells of English hops, but it also has a kind of tangy marmalade smell to it as well, that I always associate with the kind of English aroma hops. Earthy with like a marmalade sort of smell to it. Nice juicy note to it. So cheers. It's quite nice, actually. There's definitely caramelised flavour at the beginning, nice sweetness. Then there's a good level of bitterness too. It's not. They haven't gone light on the hops. There's a good level of hops in it, and again, the flavours that come through on the aroma actually. So it's kind of earthy and tangerine. It definitely is up there with English IPAs. It could probably do with a little bit more punch in terms of hop flavour though. It does get a little bit dominated by malt flavour. Having said that, it's pretty good. I think I'll give that an 8 out of 10. It's a nice one. Awesome. Next up, actually, probably should, before we go to the super heavy stuff, we'll try the my mother's lemon ale, because I probably should try this first, being the lowest in percentage. It's unfiltered, so it is hazy. It makes me wonder if it's actually a lager ale. No, it's an ale, isn't it? I'm not sure. Unfiltered, so it is a lovely lemon colour, maybe even just a light peach, you could say. And the lacing's gone by now, so we've had it for a little while. Give a nose to it. Yeah, it's definitely lemongrass. Definitely lemongrass. I'd say cafe lime leaf as well. I'm not so much getting ginger on the nose, but it's got an almost, I don't want to say leafy, but it has that reed vegetation-y lime and lemon smell to it in a good way. It smells like lemongrass and it smells like cafe lime does. Yeah, it really does. So, cheers everyone. And it tastes of it as well. peppery lime leaves. There's a nice little spice of ginger on the palate. Good amount of lemongrass too. Surprisingly, despite the low ABV, it's got quite a chunky mouthfeel. And there is a good level of carbonation in this, and just puts extra CO2 into it. That's actually really nice, you know. I do like that quite a lot. That's probably an 8.5. That's really good actually. That is a super easy drink, and you can easily drink several of those. Probably too many. Anyway, next we've got the Dock Block. This is a 7% one. You can just about see it is just about extremely dark red.
Zoomed in. Start again.
No, it's alright. It's very dark red. It's not completely dark, completely black yet. Again, nice little bit of head going on there too. They seem to have good combination of all these beers. Go for a nose. Interestingly enough, it doesn't actually smell of a huge amount. It just smells slightly smoky. There's a slight bit of dark malt in it, if I'm totally honest. But there's not much going for it in the way of aroma. I'm sure it'll be different with the taste of this. So, cheers. Yeah, there's a fair bit more going around malts. A lot more roast malt to it, perhaps. There's a good level of sweetness too. Again, it's got that nutty note to it, so probably a base of, well, I'm assuming it's a double bar, base of Pilsner malt. It's not the best upper bock I've had. It's not the most full on in flavour. There's not much aroma to it. It's alright. It's definitely passable. Probably give that 6.5. I've had a lot better double box. So it just needs a lot more in terms of aroma and doesn't punch much. I've not got many words to describe it because there's not much to describe it as, other than sweet, slightly nutty, and perhaps a little bit of well, it's got a good body actually. I'll give it that. It's nice and chunky at least. Okay, and the final one we've got is the Scum Rings Porter. It says on here that malt's with cocoa nibs as well with and roast malt. So it's got cocoa nibs in this one. This is pitch black. There's a nice tan colour here on it. It's really laced well. The guy gave it a quick shake shortly. Nice lacing on it too. It's completely pitch black. So have a nose on this. Oh yeah, that's got a lot more aroma to it. Huge, absolutely huge on roast, as we had with the last porter we had in the last brewery. There's a lot of roast malt in this, but there's also a lot of sweetness. You can definitely smell chocolate. It almost smells like a mocha, really, mocha coffee. That's fine with me. So, cheers everyone, let's give it a try. That's a lot better. It's a lot more punch, a lot more power to it. It is 8.2%, so it is strong, but that extra strength adds a whole lot of pack. As I said, there's a lot of coffee in it, there's a lot of coffee flavour, there's a nice distinct bitterness that lingers for quite a while. It gives you that note like you've just had a teaspoon of coffee granules, really, but again, in a good way because the flavours come through too. There's a lovely rich sweetness to it, a good level of cocoa. Those cocoa nibs are definitely coming through as well. It's super thick. It's really thick and oily on the mouthfeel, which I love. It's really nice to drink something. It's got a bit of punch to it. This one is definitely good. That's probably a 9 out of 10. So there you go. We've had some good beers. We've had some alright beers. We've had one that I probably think could do better. But I'm not a huge lager drinker. I'm not a huge double bottle drinker. But yeah, that's from Nørrebro Bryghus. It's certainly a cool looking place. It's got cool equipment. And the beers are good. Come here, come give it a shot. I'm sure you'll find something you like. So until the next beer review, cheers!